Welcome to the dashboard presentation on credit card transaction habits of people living in India. In today's data driven world, understanding consumer behavior and spending patterns is crucial for businesses and financial institutions. The Indian market, with its rapidly growing economy and a significant shift towards digital payments, presents a fascinating landscape for analyzing credit card usage. This comprehensive dashboard aims to provide valuable insights into the transaction habits of individuals residing in India. So let us dive into this data driven journey. Let me show you the data first. So here is the data. This data set is having some columns such as city, country, date, card type, expenditure type, gender, and amount. Using all these columns, I created this dashboard. Now let's move on to the first section, which is showing the donut chart type. This donut chart type represents the count of amount by credit card type. Count of amount in case of gold card type is 6,367, which is 24% of the total count of amount. Count of amount in case of platinum card type is 6,398, which is 25% of the total count of amount. Count of amount in case of signature card type is 6,447, which is 25% of the total count of amount. Count of amount in case of silver card type is 6,840, which is 26% of the total count of amount. Here we can see that count of amount of silver card type is more than all other card types count of amount. Now let's move on to the next section, which is showing the pie chart. This pie chart represents the count of amount by gender. Here we can see that count of amount in case of males is 12,372, which is 47% of the total count of amount. Count of amount in case of females is 13,680, which is 53% of the total count of amount. Here we can see that count of amount of female is more than that of male. The next one is clustered column chart. In this clustered column chart, on the y-axis, there is count of amount, while on the x-axis, there is credit card type, while the clusters represent the gender. Now here we can see that count of amount of female in case of gold card type is 3,287, while that of male is 3,080. Count of amount of female in case of platinum card type is 3,252, while that of male is 3,146. Count of amount of female in case of signature card type is 3,368, while that of male is 3,079. Count of amount of female in case of silver card type is 3,773, which is quite high as you can see here, while that of male is 3,067. The next chart is also a clustered column chart. In this clustered column chart, on the y-axis, there is count of amount, while on the x-axis, there is expenditure type. Count of amount of female in case of bills expenditure type is 2,860, while that of male is 2218. Count of amount of female in case of entertainment expenditure type is 2384, while that of male is 2378. Count of amount of female in case of food expenditure type is 3012, which is quite high, while that of male is 2451. Count of amount of female in case of fuel as a expenditure type is 2617, while that of male is 2640. Count of amount of female in case of grocery as expenditure type is 2428, while that of male is 2326. Count of amount of female in case of traveling as expenditure type is 379, while that of male is 359, which is quite low. The next one is clustered bar chart. Here on the y-axis there are cities, top 12 cities, while on the x-axis there is sum of amount, and the clusters represent the gender. So here we can see that cities such as Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Greater Mumbai, sum of amount by females is more than that of male, while in cities such as Kolkata, sum of amount of male is more than that of female, while in cities such as Lucknow, Chennai, Hyderabad, Surat, Kanpur, Jaipur, Pune, sum of amount of males and females are almost same. So now if I want to have a look at some of the cities where the expenditure type is, let's say, bills, then these are the cities such as Greater Mumbai, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Delhi, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kanpur, Lucknow, Jaipur, Pune, Surat. Now, if I want to have a look at the cities where the expenditure type is only entertainment, now these are the top cities such as Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Greater Mumbai, Delhi, Surat, Kolkata, Kanpur, Lucknow, Jaipur, Chennai, Pune, Hyderabad. Let's say if I want to have a look at the cities where the expenditure type is only food, then these are the cities such as Bangalore, Delhi, Ahmedabad, Greater Mumbai, Surat, Kanpur, Lucknow, Pune, Kolkata, Chennai, Hyderabad, Jaipur. Here we can see that food as the expenditure type is most common in Bangalore. Now, if I want to have a look at the cities where the expenditure type is fuel, then these are the cities. According to the grocery as the expenditure type, these are the cities. While if I want to have a look at the cities where the expenditure type is just travel, then these are the cities. Now let's say if I want to have a look at the cities where the card type is specific. The specific card type can be gold. Then these are the cities such as Greater Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Surat, Jaipur, Kanpur, Lucknow, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Pune. Now let's say the card type is platinum. Then these are the cities: Ahmedabad, Greater Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kanpur, Kolkata, Lucknow, Surat, Pune, Jaipur. Now let's say the card type is signature. Then these are the cities. Now let's say the card type is silver. Then all these are the cities. Now let's move on to the next chart, that is donut chart. Here the donut chart is representing the count of amount by expenditure type. Count of amount by Bills as the expenditure type is 5078, which is 19% of the total count of amount. Count of amount in case of entertainment is the expenditure type is 4762, which is 18% of the total count of amount. Count of amount in case of food is 5463, which is 21% of the total count of amount. Count of amount in case of fuel, which is 5257, which is 20% of the total count of amount. Count of amount in case of grocery, which is 4754, which is 18% of the total count of amount. Now, here the count of amount in case of traveling as the expenditure type is quite less, that is 3% of the total count of amount, and the value is 738. Now let's have a look at the line chart. This line chart is showing the transactions over a specific time frame, that is from October 2013 till May 2015. The y-axis represents the sum of amount, the x-axis represents the time period, while there are two lines. The darker line represents the female, while the lighter line represents the males. So let's say if I want to have a look at the transaction in the year 2014, then I will use this timeline. Here we have the transaction for the year 2014. We can see that in the month of January, there is a almost overlap of the transaction by both males and females, while from the month March, April till May, female transaction is more than that of males. Transaction by males and females almost overlap in June as well, and also in December, in October as well. But as you can see here, in almost every month, transaction by female is more than that of male. As I conclude this dashboard presentation on credit card transaction habits of people living in India, I hope you have gained valuable insights into the fascinating world of consumer spending patterns. By understanding the spending habits of Indian credit card holders, businesses can tailor their strategies to meet the needs and preferences of their target audience. I hope this dashboard presentation has sparked your curiosity and provided you with valuable insights into the credit card transaction habits of people living in India. As always, remember that data driven decision making is key to unlocking success in today's dynamic business environment. Thank you for your time and attention.
If you like this video, give thumbs up and subscribe if you are new on this channel.